PE. It is suitable for general family viewing.
This week on The Grind, we're focusing on a business that's rarely talked about, the fitness business. After we partook a lot during December with our families after eating, we had our New Year resolutions. One of them may have been fitness, but how is the business doing? Is this a venture that you want to be taking up? We have our Entrepreneur of the Week, and we also have our Expert of the Week, but first, let's look at the market margins.
In 2020, the global gym industry was worth about $100 billion, owing to the continued need by the growing middle class to work out after their desk jobs due to increased inactivity at the workplace. Now, this number dropped drastically during the COVID era by about 13%, occasioned by the lockdown and the inactivity that came with it. In Kenya, the total revenue in the health and fitness market is projected to reach $1.67 million in 2022. According to Statista, this very same revenue is expected to show an annual growth of 7.79%, resulting in a projected market volume of $2.63 million by 2027. From this, advertising revenue alone in the health and fitness market is projected to reach around $100,000 in the next year or so. During and after the COVID era, sprouted a new form of fitness business, digital fitness business, where a majority of trainers and instructors moved their services online, teaching their clients how to shed off some weight from the comfort of their homes. This form of workout seemed to appeal to clients, even in Kenya, boosting business in the digital space. Within the country, in-app purchase revenue in the health and fitness market reached about $350,000 in 2022, while paid app revenue in the health and fitness market grew exponentially as the number of downloads in the health and fitness market surpassed 1.5 million downloads in the last year. The average revenue per download currently is expected to amount to at least $1.
And from the market margins, we hope you got a few tidbits, you got the historical background of this particular business. Do remember that we're focusing on the fitness business. We already have our Entrepreneur of the Week. If you could just start by introducing yourself, what is your name, why exactly did you go into fitness?
Hello, my name is Soyan Lorraine. I am actually the Cluster General Manager of Afrofit Gyms. Currently we have 2 locations in Nairobi, one here in Delta Chambers and the other one in TRM, Thika Road Mall. The main reason we ventured into fitness, actually there was a big need for a properly done kind of gym chain or fitness facilities. The main reason why we thought it would be the right time to introduce it into the market, gyms are everywhere. Gyms are popping up everywhere in your estates, but they are not done properly. People come into the gyms and go without goals, without structure, and we thought, how about we introduce that into the market? And that's what we spearheaded into, and that's what we are doing pretty much in all our facilities. There's goals for that, there's structure for that, there's the real meaning of fitness, and it's a lifestyle. Even if you, in our facilities, you're able to live the lifestyle, you're able to be fit, and you're able to even educate others on fitness and be properly, get it into your life for a whole lifetime. That's what we are trying to incorporate in the market.
Right. Let's have a little bit of a historical background of your business specifically. When did you start it? Why did you start it?
So there was a big need for the whole of fitness industry in Kenya. We are very passionate about introducing fitness into the markets, and the main reason why we started it, because we actually have a different way we want to do fitness, which is just not going to the gym, just not showing up. So pretty much what we are trying to introduce to people is the structure of fitness. It's actually a very good business to start. If you're really structured, you have a good team of professionals who are able to do it, And we thought that with that kind of programming and structure into the business is the main reason what was lacking in the market. And we are trying to make that gym chain around East Africa.
Right. To my understanding, this business started around 2020. This was during lockdown era. For your business, what would you say is, the significance of going into the digital space?
The main benefits that we've gotten from that is that we did it differently. We have a club management app where our members are able to interact with us. Each time they come into the facility, they're able to give us feedback. When they're not coming in, we're able to see, we're able to follow up on their progress. We're able to, even during the holidays, we're able to still give them data that they can use if they're not able to come here, if they're with their families or they travel or they're out for the holidays. We also have a very world-class website, which pretty much you can go there, you can see what is happening, you can interact with us, you can access it at anywhere, pretty much.
So what is it about liveware that is so different? Why did you take up it?
So pretty much in the digital space, we've introduced something we call liveware, where pretty much you are able to do the class. You don't need to be physically present at the facility. You're able to have a trainer with you with any mobile or electronic device. You're able to see what is happening and follow the trainer. And actually it's pre-programmed classes that you're able to see and do it either at the facility or whether at home. So that's something I think is new in the market. It's never been done in East Africa before. And that's something that we are spearheading right now.
I'm sure the journey through your business has been quite interesting. When it comes to peak seasons and low seasons, how has this business been around January and how is it usually during December?
Actually, to your surprise, we are open 365 days in a year. Pretty much the whole of December we were operational, even on Christmas Day, even on New Year's Day. For us, it's every day. Every day we are here. Every day, and to even actually see that in December, the members were still coming. That was a really big joy for us. And in January, of course, we have the high peak of people who have never been into fitness starting in. They have their new year goals, they have their new challenges they want to take on. It's been really nice to take them along with the others. So pretty much when you look at the seasons like that, there's always the peak of high and lows, but we've tried to ensure that they keep that stable pattern, that they're always there. They always know they have the support, because most of them who are coming in right now, it's like starting, it's like, oh, how am I going to do this? And now we're pretty much in the educative phase for them so that they get the courage that the next time they're walking in, they're able to do a lot.
Different customers, I'm sure you would agree, have different needs. When you're coming up with packages for your customers, monthly packages, 3-month packages, what exactly is it that you usually consider?
So pretty much we have something that we've introduced in the market called Meet the Trainer. Pretty much when you walk into any of our facilities, you shown the facility, you have a look around, you sit down with the trainer. Then they give you realistic goals so that you're able to see, is there something I'm able to achieve in this period of time? Is there something I'm able to do for a month? We don't give unrealistic goals to members. We are goal-oriented, we are fitness-oriented. And that's what we pride ourselves in and we are very passionate about.
When it comes to trainers as well, a lot of customers usually are very iffy about being connected to trainers. When you're connecting them, what exactly do you usually consider?
So pretty much for all our trainers, they go through trainings, they go through pre-programmed programs. It's not someone just guest working or doing something like that. They go through a rigorous process where they go through induction. We make sure that they're the best and we keep training them even when they're in the facility. And the other thing with our trainers, either way, as you can look around, our gym floor, there's no labels on the equipment. Our floor is always manned. You're always assisted through your workout. Someone will approach you and they will ask you, what are you doing today? They'll take you through it. So that's something we pride ourselves in, that you're not just there lost. You're not there confused. You're not there trying to go on YouTube or trying to find a workout that you should do that day.
And when it comes to, establishments, when you're choosing locations, you said you have 2 locations that you've chosen. What was the thought behind it? Why did you narrow down to Westlands and Thika Road?
So pretty much on this location, it's our flagship location. And in TRM, it's a different kind of setup. It's the same brand, it's the same presentation that we are doing of the brand and the marketing. Pretty much in TRM, it's a low budget, high value kind of facility. And this one is our flagship location, and we are opening a 3rd location, which is in Malindi, which is the next kind of community kind of setup gym that everyone is able to access it in a small town out of the city. So pretty much that's what we're trying to establish.
The initial capital that usually goes into a business is very important. As an entrepreneur, when you were coming up with this business and when you were buying machinery, what exactly did you have in mind and how did that turn out for you?
So pretty much when we started the locations and getting the equipment, we are planning to franchise, which is something is that we're going to have the same Afrofit gyms and other gyms we want to partner up with us, where we give them the same systems and processes and the same organization where they can be at par to make it profitable business. So pretty much we want to franchise around East Africa, and that's something, and around Africa as well, and that's something we're really passionate about because it's a homegrown facility, it's a homegrown brand, and we can make it better and bigger.
And as we start to conclude, of course, there are service additions that you usually give to people because your competition right now is even YouTube, right? So what are some of the perks that people can get when they sign up for this gym?
So when you sign up to all our locations, we have recovery services, which is something we have in our flagship location. We have signature classes. In a week, we run more than 100 classes. You are able to try our signature classes. We have HIIT classes, we have moves, low impact and high impact classes. We are launching Afro Bar, we have Afro Beats, which is the Afrofusion kind of dance classes. So pretty much there's that. We are also able to offer to our members. We're giving them nutritional workshops on what to eat. We are giving them programs, nutritional programs and workout programs as well.
And finally, you've been in this business for around 3 years. What advice would you give to grinders who are watching this and who are looking to go into fitness?
Showing up. Showing up is a success. Pretty much consistency. We are every day. We don't have Mondays. Every day is a challenge. We take it like that. Every day is a task. All the challenges we have are tasks. So we just get tasks done. You are always open, and once you show up, once you're consistent, that's the first step, and it's the way to success. It's the way to achieving your fitness goals. Whoever is there, you can always start. You can start today, and that's just showing up. Show up, and we'll take you through it. And once we take your hand and show you how to do it, you're able to be fit and to take fitness up as your lifestyle.
Thank you so much. And of course, the parting shot is you just have to get the job done. There's no Monday when it comes to entrepreneurship. We go for a very short break. When we come back, we have business capital, and then we're going to have our expert who's going to tell you how exactly you can navigate through this particular field.
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haiishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni, hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So
Right, and welcome back from the very short break. This is The Grind. First, let's look at the business capital.
Have you been wondering on how to start a gym business? Here are some of the things you must consider. Convenient location. Make sure its location is convenient in terms of accessibility and security. You need to be somewhere visible, even to attract clients. Capital. As any other business venture, you will need to have some capital to set up a gym. The amount of capital you intend to sink in your startup will, however, matter with the type of equipment and machines you want to start with. Operating licenses. To operate a gym in Nairobi, you will have to acquire the mandatory licenses from the city, county, and other stakeholders such as the music copyright bodies. This would cost you between 28,000 and 35,000 Kenyan shillings. Machine and equipment. For a start, you will have to have the most basic equipment and machines to kick off your venture. Typically, this comprises of treadmills and weights. Space. You will need to have enough space for the gym machines, equipment, instructors, and clients. Gym machines and equipment can be valuable, so you'll have to ensure that the space, whether rental or own, will accommodate all that. Instructors. You'll have to hire qualified instructors for your gym. Make sure the instructors have the required capability to handle their work in order to reduce chances of accidents. Machines. For a start, you can opt to go for manual equipment and machines than electronic ones. Electronic machines are expensive to purchase, and if your budget is lean, just start with the manual ones, which are less expensive. Social media presence. It is essential to have both a physical and social media presence for potential clients. This helps in the visibility of your business and, over time, the credibility as well. This will trigger their interest to come over for a session or two. Also, upload photos and videos of the services available at your premises. Create a group made up of your existing clients on WhatsApp and keep them updated on any new development at your gym. This way, you might even find more referrals.
And from the business capital, we have our expert of the day. Remember that our topic is fitness. What about fitness? Is this a business that you can venture into? And what are some of the things that you would be required to have when you're starting this business? If you would just start by introducing yourself, what is your name? What is it about the fitness business that attracts you to it?
I'm Nauruz Ochieng, and what really attracts me to fitness is the fact that I have a desire to help people live a healthier life, to help people defeat chronic diseases, and to ensure that people sleep better and are more productive.
Right, health and fitness, and now it's a business even. In your expert advice, say I wanted to start this business, what are some of the requirements that I would be having?
To start a fitness business, you need just a business permit, a fire license, and you need to also have a music license for that, and capital, of course, for you to be able to get equipment. So it's an easy business to start. Managing it and maintaining it is where you have a lot of work to do.
As an expert, you would say that most of the time when you're starting a business, it should be customer-centric. When you're trying to, get the requirements of your clients, what do you usually look at? When you're setting up the location, are there things that you usually look at before?
Yeah, so firstly we look at accessibility, and we look at the number of people in a 5-kilometer radius, because if people stay too far, they wouldn't use the gym. So it's either they work in the area or live in the area for them to be able to visit the gym.
For the working class, usually this is a very big clientele. People who are in offices sit the entire day, they want to join the gym. However, working hours can be tricky. What are some of the things that you would advise people going into this business to consider when it comes to working hours?
So on working hours, for instance, at this particular location, because we have two right now, at this particular location it's a corporate gym because it's surrounded by businesses and very few people live in the area. So for a gym like this, firstly, it takes about 6 months for you to be able to organize a group and ensure that they can get payment to use the facility. And then the opening hours, we open from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. So it gives people ample time to be able to work out before they get to work, during lunch break or in the evening.
And people, when they're investing into this business, might be wondering, when I put the initial capital, how long roughly would it take for me to break even?
So that again would depend, and the reason I say that is because if you set up a good facility and you don't have any processes and procedures to ensure that people come in and stay, then people will be coming in and going out, and year after year you will be pumping in more money into it. For you to have a successful business with processes and procedures and the current economic situation, it will take you about 2 years to be able to break even.
Let's talk basic capital. You've said different gyms in different areas require different capitals, right? When you're looking at middle income level gyms, maybe how much would one be required to have to start this business?
So I'd say about 150 million Kenya shillings to be able to start a gym. That's if it's a budget gym that charges about 4,000 to 5,000 shillings a month.
Now, when you're also setting the amount that you're supposed to be charging people, you said, again, different classes, different ratings. What is usually the fair amount you can charge a person for a month?
So on average, for instance, in Westlands, it's an average of 12,500 to 15,000 per month. That's if you have a single month. Of course, as you buy long-term memberships, then that goes down. And for instance, at our gym in TRM, that's 4,500 to 5,000 shillings a month.
Right. And when you're talking machinery is a very complicated, when you're looking at a gym, you think machinery, the first thing you should be having. And two, you're thinking trainers. When it comes to machinery, how is it, or what are the processes one should be going through to get this machinery?
So our brand is backed up by industry professionals with over 20 years experience. So we borrowed a lot from mature markets, for instance, in the Middle East. And what we've done is we have the best equipped gym in East Africa. You can look around and you'll see that. A lot of equipment per square feet as well. So we did this because we wanted to give people everything they need and nothing they don't. So our gym is fitness focused, and we don't really get into the sauna business or the steam room business. It's purely just fitness. You get the equipment, and we have professional trainers that are certified. So the reason for this is we didn't want a situation where you come in to work out and then trainers are hounding you for money. That's what's killing most gyms. So at our gym, our membership is all inclusive. We have floor trainers that do a meet the trainer review for you, where they do the initial goal setting, and then there's meet the trainer reviews, where they keep checking in and reviewing your goals to ensure you're achieving them, giving you nutritional advice. And this then ensures that people also tied with our signature classes get into their routine, and then we are able to retain these people through the process. I know most people would also wonder about personal trainers. We have them, but they don't come to you. You go to them if you need them, because it's a separate business, and it's not really our core business. Our core business is to ensure that you have trainers on the floor that are able to assist you when you come in. They show you how to use the equipment, they show you the exercises, and they run our signature classes. So you're always attended to whenever you're in the gym.
Right, you've obviously said that overall health is usually the most important thing. When it comes to trainers, people might be very confused. Is this just a person who looks physically fit? Are there licenses that you should be looking into, certain training that they should be trained on?
So our trainers, as I said, they are professionals who are certified. Okay. And our gym is for everybody. It's not a bodybuilding gym, and we wouldn't say it's where you'll walk in and the trainers are so huge and bulky. It's for normal people. You can see I'm a normal person as well. So there are guys that you'd relate to. They are like you and me. They're really fit, and there are people that have the knowledge. So if you're a beginner, they'll still be able to assist you. If you've been working out for a while, they'll still be able to assist you and come up with a generic program for which they're able to take you through. And our classes are our main product, because these classes are pre-programmed to ensure there's consistency. So no trainer just walks in and prepared and starts doing things that then people wouldn't understand. So firstly, they're pre-programmed. The trainer is there 15 minutes before a class to set up, and they introduce the class, they ask about any injuries, and then the class then starts with warm-ups, and then there's a way it all rolls out and till the end.
For the grinders who might be watching this and they're thinking, what would be a list of 3 to 5 things that I should be considering when I'm starting this business? What would you tell them?
Firstly, look for location, and then look for a really good team. Consult with experts in the field, get different experience that people have had, the learnings that they've had over the years, because that would then really help you know how to roll off. And then it's not a business that you open and picks up immediately, because there's work that has to be done at the beginning.
So essentially the advice our expert of the week is giving to businesses who are in the fitness industry is to ensure that all the members are working towards the same goal, and that would ensure your